Guys, we're showing our
God damn.
neck today a little bit because
Wait, what?
yeah, we popped on looking all good for you folks. I'm getting
Wow.
old, guys. I had cut all the gray hair out this week because I turned 37 on the weekend,
Oh my
and
god.
it's amazing
Congrats.
how. Thank you. Old as hell. Not really. But it's amazing how some things stay the same and some things change, right? And for me, desserts are one thing that even though I'm gluten free, I can't eat the gluten. I'm
We
celiac.
know. We know.
One thing I've wanted for a long time was a good ice cream cake at my birthday. And this year I got an ice cream cake on my birthday. So I was very, very excited about that. And I was curious, what's your like go-to food on your birthday? Like when the birthday comes up, what's the dessert? What's that food that you guys are looking for? And have you had any standout gifts over your birthday in the last couple of years?
Wow. Lot to unpack there.
Well done.
I can go first because I
Yeah,
know
go ahead,
already.
Eddie.
Uh,
Ass.
the desserts is kind of
1000%.
like there's like three main ones that you could pick from. I love German chocolate cake. I love red velvet cake. So one of those two. Usually Adriana makes red velvet cake, and one year she made like a protein cake. It was really cool of her. And then as far as like dinner, my favorite meal that she makes is chile con carne with I'm not gonna remember how you say the side dish is like it's like chilies cut into strips with corn and sour cream.
Rajas.
Yeah, that is my
Laugh.
favorite. Like anything that she makes, and then
Damn.
obviously rice. So
I'm hungry now. Those dessert options sounded good, but definitely a choice of an 80-year-old woman. And if you're not careful, Ben will try to fuck you.
I
So
I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Jesus, I don't know what it is, but German chocolate cake. Like I'm like usually the only person that
Like a little
ever
German.
says they love that, but I love it. I don't know, man.
I'm
It's just amazing.
I'm a little bit more basic.
Can't say that with Dean on board.
Wow.
Wow.
Zach's a bad person.
too soon.
What the hell am I a bad person? I'm on the right side of history, my friend.
Anyway, I'm going good old red meat steak. I eat steak all the time, so it's just more of like the ambiance. If it's my birthday, I'm gonna get a steak, and then follow it up with a good cheese steak or
Jesus.
cheesecake. Sorry.
Jesus, Jesus. Your arteries, bro.
Goddamn.
Cheese steak after
We
a
repping
steak.
that no neck crew thing. Huh?
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
thinking
bro.
of the word steak. Cheesecake, like a strawberry cheesecake or
Nice.
classic
Classic.
New York
Bro,
cheesecake.
I made that mistake the other day at a dessert restaurant. There was it was cheesecake, and I was like, I don't understand. It's like savory. What is it called? Gelato. I was like, I don't understand. Like, how is it? How is it cheese? I thought it was cheese steak, and the lady's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Holy Jesus, cheesecake!" I was like, I don't understand. Like, do you put like the onion and the pepper and the meat?
Cheese.
Like, I was like, I mean,
She probably
I
went
get.
home, like, I'm getting on Reddit and I'm typing out this story because this guy fucking.
I saw this.
Am I the
met
asshole?
I met the dumbest human ever today. You got to leave after that one. That's a rough mistake to make.
Yeah, you know what?
Bro.
I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to Baskin Robbins. My apologies.
That's one of the
You know-
52 flavors, I think.
Speaking of
31
old
flavors.
people, there,
Shut up, Eddie.
speaking of old people dessert choices, carrot cake. I've never been a carrot cake fan in my
Oh,
life.
big
ever,
fan.
Ever.
Big fan.
But there's a bakery down the street from us. They do the best carrot cake. Like they've converted me fully. I am fully about the carrot cake now. So
A
yeah,
lot
I
of
think that's my
conversion
choice.
in this conversation. Just saying.
Holy
I'm actually a
cow.
big fan of cream pies on my birthday.
Wow. Aren't we all?
Love me a good cream pie on my birthday. Tell you that much, America.
You eat it, you eat it after?
America.
No, I don't. That's called the snowball. Jesus Christ. Yeah, steak is good. I think last year I didn't really know what I wanted, and I was just kind of in a mood. So I think we just got like a big Chick-fil-A platter of chicken nuggets, and that was like one of my favorite meals ever. It was so delicious.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
Well, obviously we had Chick-fil-A sauce, Ben. You can't have one without the other. It was
you know, you know.
delicious. It was delicious.
You know,
And then cake,
apparently,
yeah, all kinds of cake.
apparently Wendy's is supposed to have a bucket of nuggets I've been seeing this on Instagram.
Bro,
and
it's
I
50
have
nuggets
yet
for
to see it.
$11.
You have it? Because our Wendy's doesn't have it.
They have it. I've not ordered it yet, but the math wasn't mathing. I was like, bro, I get 10 nuggets for $5. I get 50 for 11. I was like, make it make sense, bro.
Jesus.
Oh, they just rip you off every other time.
What was the one thing you asked if we had in Canada the one time, Dean? A moose knuckle or something like that? Or a horse knuckle at Wendy's?
Yeah,
moose
I think a horse
Something
knuckle is what you have. Ben. A horse knuckle.
Like a good
yeah.
moose
This
knuckle.
lady, this Canadian girl I follow, she just fucking wolfs down food. She's like a competitive eater,
Wow.
and she's like, "Oh, I'm at Wendy's, and today I'm eating a." Yeah, it was something like a camel knuckle or something. And I was
Camel.
Camel tail, I think is
Do
what
you-
they call it.
Dean messages me in the middle of the night and is like,
was
"Do you
like,
guys
what the
actually
fuck is
have
that?"
these at Wendy's?" And I was like, "I haven't been in a while, but I don't think so."
Wow.
Depends.
What's Marco's birthday dinner?
Carrot cake.
Yeah, so actually,
Probably something
really similar
Spanish.
to- yeah, you called it already. Similar to what Eddie likes, those rajas, but instead of slicing them up, the chile rellenos are my favorite. Like, so it's a
Oh,
stuffed
like the whole chili. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those, especially the way that Gigi and her mom make them, like just next level. So, yeah, that's my favorite as well.
So here we go. We have a great question here. JZVLZ. Yo, when will you guys do an Ox PD with Sarge? So I think actually this Friday we're gonna record one. We were gonna try to do it this weekend, but Manny works like really early in the morning, so we had to delay that. But I have the game working. Knock on wood, they don't fucking update it between now and Friday. But in theory, Friday will be the next Ox PD, but it'll air after Chuck's show, so it'll be Friday night. It'll be recorded unlisted and then made live, so it should be pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. My birthday's coming. Ben, your birthday just
Deer
happened.
ankles. It's called
Deer
ankles. Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Wild.
Sounds like a story to your ankles.
I
when they
ate
existed.
so much ice cream cake this weekend, guys. You don't even understand. So much. But I used the
Is that
gluten-free
gluten-free?
Oreo. I crushed them. I crushed the gluten-free
Wow.
Oreos on top
Oh,
of it.
so
this?
that's what
So-
made it, huh?
Yeah, so Dairy Queen made the cake, but they made it without the cookie base for me. So I was able to just like crunch.
Show me again.
call that ice
Wait,
cream.
Knuckles.
I need to see
Crunch
again
knuckles.
how you crush Oreos.
No, I don't want to be mean.
Like meet the parents, meet the
It's
fuckers.
like you just like
Wow. Oh, wow.
You just
Hey, did
crunch
Katera
the
teach you that?
Oreos.
Sometimes
really-
one hand is enough for the
I really
Oreos.
got to go visit Ben soon.
Wow.
Two hands. Two hands.
Well, Ben's used to two hands, so yeah.
The worst part with the Oreos though is you get the cream all mixed in your hands because you couldn't get the cookie off all that well. But
Well, show us what happens when you get the cream mixed in
another-
your hands.
you just gotta wash it off. You just gotta wash it off.
Wow, that's a whole
Don't
thing
worry
right there. Wow. Anyways, Dean, I guess we'll let the people know. Have you visited yet?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Well, there you go, people. So if anyone wants to take the piss out of Dean for that, there's that. But anyways, let's get into it, boys.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of lore gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collecting weekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Eddie.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank you guys for watching. If you're catching us live, the YouTube studio audience, thank you for joining us. Also, if you're catching us on the replay, wherever you're watching us, Zach puts us all over the place. I don't even know all the places we're at. So wherever you're watching, big shout out
OF?
to you. Portugal,
Oh, yeah.
Australia. We love the Australians.
I love the Australian people.
Puerto Rico.
I've been seeing on TikTok lately, and I don't know.
Shout out to
I was
Gaza.
like, is this a thing where like Australians are like talking shit about Americans? And I was like, I thought we always liked each other. Where's this coming from? Blew my
Everybody
mind.
talks shit about Americans, bro.
You're not wrong.
Too easy.
They
It's too
hate us
easy.
because they ain't us, dude. It's
Two
all
kinds of
Shittier
countries,
saying
Dean.
Canada.
Hate
It's
us
wild.
because they ain't us.
Two kinds of countries. If it's your first time here, let us know. Thank you for joining us. We love to have new listeners.
Yeah.
And Dean, we have a very special segment that we start off all of our best shows with.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get to do this week? I got a Hot Toys 501st Trooper Deluxe, Clone Trooper Deluxe, sorry, and an episode Attack of the Clones, Yoda.
Jesus.
Yep.
I'm sorry, because his outfit looks very similar in episode 3, but I don't think they made an episode 3 Yoda. Have they? They haven't.
No.
So very happy to get those. I got those from Sweet, Beautiful, Tukathri. He's a good guy. Those came a little. They came very late last week, so I was gonna put them on the show, but it was like, fuck it, I'll just save it for next week. So very happy to have those. Now I've been wanting a second 501st because I got the Ahsoka, and then I have one. I was like, oh, it'd be cool. If she had the 2 troopers, and then I have obviously the Captain Rex. So I really wanted one more to fill out the shelf. And then I have Anakin and Obi-Wan, and you know what? Yoda right in between them was going to look dope. So rounded out my collection nicely. So very happy to add those.
Very cool. Very cool. I look forward to the day that I can say I have something from Luis in my collection. Let's see here. Ben, what did you get?
Ooh, so I was okay. Couple things.
Settle down,
I'll
Ben.
start with the left because it was a birthday. It was exciting. I've been talking on Let's Get Nuts, and I think even on the stream, about how as a kid my mom really helped me get into collecting. And one of the stories that I've shared is back in the day, there were boxes of Shreddies that had these Ninja Turtle rings in them, and you didn't know which one. It was a mystery box. And I wanted all of the rings. I couldn't just have one, of course, right? And so she spent about 6 months to a year eating Shreddies every morning for breakfast, just so she could find me every one of these rings. But then slowly over the decades, I kind of lost them all, right? Like they you use them, they get sold in garage sales, all the things. So I only had the Rocksteady one left. And this year she's heard me talk about this on stream a couple times. And so online she was able to find all of the rings again and sent it to me for my birthday. So it was an awesome gift because it was just kind of like a full circle moment of, like 30 years later, kind of, still looking for the same gift. So that was for my mom, which was really cool.
Wait, your mom watches this show?
What, the Ninja Turtles?
He's commented before.
No, this was the Ninja Turtle rings. These were the Ninja Turtle rings.
I thought you said your mom watched this, like CW.
Oh, she has. She has before too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize to Ben's mom for this.
Yeah,
if you know, you know. I'm sorry, Ben's mom.
It's a lot of rude things.
Sensitive
to see
subject.
it. Yeah. And then on the right-hand side, I got Mona from the TV show Nanaland. For those of you who know, she's been making her rounds on TikTok quite a bit. And I just think she's the absolute cutest. She makes me laugh hysterically every time I see her. So Katera commissioned a friend to get this actually made for me, which was wild. It's not a knitted Kit Fisto, but if you like Mona
Jesus.
from Nanaland, it's done incredibly well, and her
That's
friend,
actually pretty good.
Her friend did an amazing job putting it together. So super
Yeah.
cute, really cool that it was a handmade gift for me, which was really, really kind of them. So really like that.
I thought it was Disney turning Grogu into a.
No, it's Mona.
So
37-year-old man wants a Mona doll for her birthday. Love to see it.
Katera had messaged me about this thing, And also, I think another gift. I'm not sure if you ever got the other gift because there was some drama with it. But she's like, "Do you think he'd like this?" And I was like, "I have no fucking clue what this is." Apparently, this is big in Canada. It hasn't made the rounds in
You guys haven't seen this yet?
God's favorite country.
I've
I've
seen
seen
this
it on
in
TikTok,
GIFs.
like GIFs, yeah. And so I tried to watch a few episodes, and it's definitely a kid show.
It's 100% a kid show.
Not a big fan.
And,
not a big
and it's
fan.
an
Not a
older
lot of
kid
plot.
show too.
Yeah.
No, it's just
plot.
cute. It's just cute. So
it was cute
but,
though. If I ever have another kid, I think it would be fun to watch it.
I thought it was Yoda. It's definitely not Yoda in a dress.
It's really cool.
no,
I actually might want to commission that girl to make me my D&D character like this because I think it's kind of cute.
Very impressive, honestly, that she was able to put that together. So
I love it. Cool. Well, happy
And then there's
birthday,
one more slide, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
If you got it. Yeah. So I picked this up for myself for my birthday this year. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness hot toy figure. It's awesome. Honestly, the likeness to Strange is wild. Like it looks really, really good. So I'm thinking about doing like kind of a video at some point of unboxing it because I've literally only unboxed it enough to get the head sculpts out. It's still literally sitting beside me here on the table ready to go. So, but it's a really cool figure. I've got the mommy Wanda coming, Multiverse of Madness Wanda, whenever she eventually ships from Sideshow. So I wanted something to pair her with, and I thought Strange would be the way to go. So I was excited.
That one's one of those long lead ones where it's like, okay, where is she? Why is it taking this long?
Shocked I haven't got her yet. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So when we talk about Inart delays, it's like Hot Toys has been pretty slow recently too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great birthday. Great birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. My birthday is coming up like in 2 weeks, I think. So I can't wait for that. Very cool, Ben. Nice. Congratulations. I'm going to use this photo here on the right. I'm going to get 1 billion subs. I cannot wait. I'm going to use it for my short next week. Let's see here. Did I miss anyone's new this week? I feel like I may have. Did anyone have a new this week? No? Okay, perfect.
For me.
Before I go to me, I just wanted to double check. So this is my 3D printed D&D diorama. I finished it this week. I'm friggin' in love with how it turned out. This is actually going to be like we're going to play a part of a game on this. It'll be like a kind of a final battle area, and I think I like it so much that I may do a video this weekend on. I took some photos of the build process. It wouldn't really be like a tutorial, but it'd be more just like a showcase, I guess. So I'm really excited about this and how it turned out. Pretty much everything but the dragon and the wolf is 3D printed, and like the big like foam base. That's just obviously a big piece of foam. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then this past week, I was up really early, which I usually don't wake up that early. And someone had posted in our local toy group that they had the Mezco Black Suit Spider-Man for sale, and it was a super good price. And I had been wanting one for years, and for $80, can't beat it. It has like a small little nick in the suit, like right about here, but I was planning to pose it anyways, and even ones that are in much worse condition go for like 150 to 200. So I literally saw this, and within like 15 minutes of seeing it, I had it in hand. I was like, bro, I want to meet up right now. I got cash in hand. Let's do this. So really excited for that. And yeah, ever since Marco posted a short with it too, I've been kind of really trying to get one because I didn't realize how sick it looked. So I copied the pose, I think, from your short.
Yeah, I'm very, very jealous of this one.
Hell yeah. I guess there's a thing that happened for news, which we'll get to. Dean, don't let me forget that, please. We will talk tonight, Get It or Not, the show where we get it or not. And we will start with the Black Panther blogger picks. This is the Shuri Black Panther, a sculpt that was updated mid-production. And I have to say, Hot Toys, it could be the photography, it could be lighting, but this skin tone is fucking singing. I love it. I think this portrait has looked beautiful from essentially the point in time in which they said they were making it better. I think it even looked pretty good in the beginning, but then they posted that update and it looked even better. And yeah, Hot Toys is getting really good at painting dark complected skin tones. I wasn't a big fan of this film, nor do I honestly really remember anything that this suit did in the movie. But I gotta say, they did a pretty good job translating this from prototype to final, and I won't be getting it, but I think it does look pretty cool.
Yeah. As far as filmed the figure, yeah, I think they nailed it. It's not of any fault of Hot Toys at like the design of the suit, so I can't really knock Hot Toys anywhere there. It's just like not very exciting looking. But other than that, other than the lack of exciting, but it's like not gonna be an Iron Man suit, right? Or, something, because the Marvel designs are so over the top sometimes. Like the new Thor is like almost too exciting. It's like, God damn, can we tone it down? It's almost not exciting enough. But again, not Hot Toys' fault. That being said, nailed it. I think from screen to figure, amazing. Head sculpt's really good. I'm curious to know how the gauntlets work, because you showed a picture of it like further up on the forearm.
What'd you call them?
I feel like it's gonna tear the suit up.
The gauntlets?
Oh, okay, never mind.
I was like, that's what they're called. Yeah, so the one, okay, now I'm even more confused, because you just showed another one, and the gauntlet is huge. It's like, look at that. What am I?
Oh, I think there's probably multiple parts. Like,
I guess.
Yeah, because these look like they just slide over, and this is like a.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe the second one. Maybe that's what we're seeing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'd be worried about tearing up the suit, or going up and down, getting that gauntlet where it is, or hopefully it stays where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I guess if you use that second one, it'd be all right. But yeah, I think it looks cool. I always like the blacklight effect. I think that's looking cool. I love those sculpted hands with the claws. That looks badass. I like it. Overall, I like it.
Dean, check private messenger, please. Ben, what do you think about this?
So this is one that's come in and out of my basket a couple times, because when I saw the film, I loved it. I think the missing component was obviously Chadwick Boseman. It sucked that he couldn't be there, but I still thought the film was great itself. I immediately went out and, no spoilers, bought Killmonger for myself, because of course he made the appearance in that, and that completed my kind of Black Panther setup with my now original suit Black Panther and Killmonger. And I was like, I need the Shuri in there too, right? But then kind of over the last year, obviously the excitement fades a little bit. You get a little further away from that film. I didn't necessarily feel like I needed it, so I poked it out of the bin and took it off my order. And then as we were getting closer to this release and we saw it teased a couple weeks ago, it made me want it again. And so now I'm looking for it. I think it was still sold out on Sideshow. When they showed these pictures, I realized kind of the scale of which it would look kind of next to the other figures. So I think in terms of a collection, it looks amazing. There is one picture that exists there in the blogger photos of her sitting on the throne, which I thought looked really, really good. The weird part about the CGI in the film was that I did think her head looked big on her body in the film itself, and I feel like this figure also kind of captures that, even with her hair tied back really tight. So that's a little bit strange, but I think in hand you wouldn't notice it as much. The sculpt itself is like shockingly beautiful. And the first version of this actress that was made a few years back was also a really, really well done figure. So I think it kind of depends. If you like this evolution of the character, I think it's a must have. If you want to kind of have a trifecta completed collection for Black Panther, I think it's a sweet option. And the price wasn't bad itself as well. So overall, I think it's a win. I haven't decided whether I'm going to try and hunt it down yet or not, because I think I'd have to go like Pop Culture or one of those other routes at this point. So we'll see. But I think it's a great release. I'm excited about it.
I don't know if that means I'm next or Marco is. So Marco, please.
Oh, you want me to go?
Whoever, for the love of God, someone talk, please.
Go!
All right.
Go!
Yeah, so when the coming soon page dropped, right, we kind of talked about ones that we were most excited for. And I feel like this was lower on the list in terms of ones that I'm excited for. But the more that I see of this figure, and I was actually like initially when it was announced, I want to say it was before the movie even came out, right? Pretty hyped about this one. I'm like, okay, we're going to get a bunch from the line. We know they went pretty deep already from the first film. They're going to do Namor. They're going to do M'Baku, I think is his name, right? They're going to give us a bunch of these characters with the lack of having Chadwick. You know, they're
Pronounce
they're
more names, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow,
I'm fucking them all up.
I think you did pretty good.
Yeah, right. Appreciate you, Dean.
Wow.
So I thought that was going to be the start of a deeper line. It's not. So this is kind of the only representation that I will have from the film. That it wasn't a perfect film. It definitely didn't live up to that first trailer, but overall was like one of the stronger ones from this latest phase or whatever the last few phases post Endgame. So I think it turned out really nice. I'm still a bit confused about the gauntlets. Did I get that one right? Like Dean, Dean was saying,
we'll look it
there
up.
we go. No, I think he got it
We
right.
have the technology.
There you go. But
that's what they're called, gauntlets. What are you confused?
No,
about?
not the word. The how they work. No, I know these are gauntlets. I'm not an idiot.
MRC might have a review if Justin doesn't already. So I think I've seen a few out there.
He does have one up.
Or Sideshow probably. But so all that means. Oh, okay. You know, let's
try to find the damn picture. No, go ahead. I'm just trying to find the picture.
I was gonna say, all that being said, I'm still really excited to get this one. It's just a letdown that it's, just the only representation we'll have from the film. But if this is gonna be it, it's a really, really strong figure.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't even get Riri from that.
I'm shocked that we didn't get Riri.
Right, considering Dean. It's an Iron Man, like.
Yeah, it's a separate piece, like that slides over. It looks like.
But there was originally speculation that she was going to have her own show, right? Which is maybe what they were holding out
Ironheart?
for. And then I don't know if that's going to happen now. So
that's a good
Thrawn says are the gauntlets Panther rounds? Yeah, I think they were as well in Infinity War, if I'm not mistaken. They were just different design though.
She had like blaster Panther.
Yeah.
So it's like a callback to that.
Yeah,
it's like how she's used to fighting, so she just kept it.
She's like, I can only fight with giant panther mouths on my hands.
That's a cool detail.
And Ben brought up the previous version. I haven't sold a lot of figures from the collection, but that is one that I had for a bit and I sold because I was like, I bet you she's going to be a Black Panther in the film. This might have even been before Chadwick's passing, but I was like, I'm sure they're going to have multiple Black Panthers. So this is kind of a hole in the collection that I've been waiting to fill with this. It's glad that it's coming. It's just, man, these wait times, it's a long time for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think the figure looks amazing. I think there's at least 6 characters from this movie I'd rather have over Shuri. So there's that.
Seems racial.
6 characters, dang.
I'd rather have Okoye. I'd rather have Nakia. I'd rather have M'Baku.
Okay.
I'd rather have Everett Ross.
Wow. Can you
I'd
go for
rather
6?
have Namor.
Everett Ross.
Oh, Everett Ross over Shuri? That seems...
All of these characters before Shuri.
Bro, Nakia.
She's the main fucking character. She is the Black Panther.
Namor is the main.
Even the Queen. The Queen would have been a cool figure.
She was a
badass.
It was definitely an ensemble film, though, right? Like she was definitely the lead, but she didn't carry it. It was a lot of
Okoye is way more badass than Shuri is. Like,
you're not
more
wrong.
badass than
you're
Black
not
Panther
wrong at
is.
all.
Okoye is the shit, and so is Nakia too.
Which one's Nakia? His girl or his
his
wife?
Lupita.
Yeah.
Oh, she was.
Lupita.
Yeah, dude,
incredible.
She's fucking
beautiful always.
But it's a good looking figure, and I think that if you have the original, like, I still feel like there's a reason to get this one because she's in the Black Panther outfit in this one. So, and also that one sold out, and then I think it was kind of hard to get the original. So like you had a second chance to get a Shuri, which is cool. But yeah, I think they nailed the character a lot. And this is one of the better, more tolerable Marvel movies that came out after Endgame. So I like this movie a lot.
Here we go. Let's see. I forgot to do this. I shall do it now. We have a bunch of people in the chat. We got Draw the Line, Big Rib, Thor Gaming, Sean Forrester, Sith Scale Collector, 12-inch Movie Stream, Nickname. Big Rib just got a Zack's Wonderland package, so that's pretty cool. Avengers Assemble, JZVLZ. Let's see here. King Dingaling, Danik and Lee Walker, Eddie Arrow Maestro, #1 Star Wars podcast right here. We got Eddie Toy Mafia in the chat, TK592, Sean Forrester, Tim Harvey. That's such a heartfelt gift from your mom. Absolutely. Abe Dunk TV. Hopefully we'll have Abe on tomorrow if he can figure out all his 10 different microphones, how they all work. Let's see, Thrawn's Office, and I think that's it. Mark Pearson also. Let's move on. I was gonna sneeze and then it backtracked.
I thought I was glitching out.
What the hell?
I was gonna mute so I could sneeze, but I hit the camera off, so I had to like hold it in, and then it reverberated. Anyway, Spider-Man 2 black suit blogger photos. This came out real fast. I think before the stream, I think it was Dean and Ben that were calculating. It had been about 10 months since the solicitation to now, which is pretty fast for a pretty neat figure. I think I'm almost done paying this off. I mentioned last week I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it, but I think seeing these blogger photos have convinced me to hold on to that pre-order. And yeah, it looks fantastic. I want to say this exclusive version, this wasn't timed, so last I checked it was still available.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, when I checked last week, it was still available. So, yeah, this looks fantastic. Definitely a figure that I think is going to be a future grail in people's collections. And I mean, I just feel like with this figure, you get so much in the package. You get all the cool black suit accessories. You get the, I haven't played the game, but I assume like the Iron Spider type claws. You get all the black webbing and the webs. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and I'm definitely glad to have this on pre-order and almost paid off.
Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. I mean, it's a Spider-Man, right? It's kind of hard to fuck up a Spider-Man. Hot Toys has kind of really dialed that in. So even with their questionable suit material, sometimes their Spider-Man still look pretty damn good. It's still weird they never gave us a Peter Parker head sculpt, especially considering, isn't this one called Peter Parker?
Well, I'm giving you the point. Oh my god, that was 1 point. Sorry, I'm giving you the point for no head sculpt, but this is just called black suit, I think, on the base.
Oh, okay. Because
that's a minus point.
No, because in the actual
news.
Facebook post, it says
fake
Hot
news.
Toys Peter Parker.
Well, they're the same person.
Yeah, I know, but
He is right,
makes it a
though.
point to say Hot Toys Peter Parker. It
1/6
says
Peter
Hot
Parker
Toys
black-
Spider-Man
black
2
suit.
Peter Parker black suit.
Dean, but you're so right though.
Give me
for
5
how
more
many
fucking points. For the fucking question.
Jesus.
for how
I'm trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
Oh no.
I'm getting fucking bullied over here.
That's out of pocket.
What the hell?
that clip.
What the hell?
Every time I come here.
Here we go. Let me play it for you.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Does anybody look at the guy signing during that fucking clip? The guy signing's like,
I fucking love that clip. Dude. But anyway.
Wait, I want to
yeah.
play one more clip.
Okay.
This is me when I see Marco at OxCon.
Marco.
wow,
That's not. That was a younger Biden too. That was a deep cut right there.
That was a deep cut. I know.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
he
That
won't be able
exists?
to recognize anybody anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't know many names these days.
He's like, look, let me tell you something. You know the thing. Anyway.
Wow.
I think it's looking fantastic. If you have this on pre-order, good for you. I, as much as I really want this, and I still really want the advanced suit,
Got
I
him.
already have Spider-Man, so I'm like, I don't need another one, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So
Spider hole.
probably a pass for me, but it does look really good.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that we haven't seen more 6-scale representation of the symbiote suit since this one was first announced. I know we were speculating the game's all about Venom. They're probably going to give us, the Secret Wars suit, which is in the game. I still hold out hope that they'd give us Secret Wars in 1/6 if Mondo's not already doing it. But yeah, this is a must-have. I said a lot of my thoughts on the last show when they had that reveal of all the upcoming figures, but this material, right? I was saying under the light, if it's really similar to the Venom suit, it's going to shine. So there's certain figures, since I've got 2 collection rooms kind of right now. In the main collection room, there's certain ones that like are King of the Hill, where it's like, okay, you got a spot until, a grail in my eyes comes. And Zach, to your point, for me, this one would be a grail, where it's like, I think I need to have like a dedicated shelf just to this guy. because it's going to look so good. But Dean, I'm with you in terms of the head sculpt, because for Miles and for Peter, wouldn't be that hard to do given you made so many figures. You could have just, packaged that in with all of the various versions you made. Or just one version, lock it behind one exclusive version to incentivize people buying that. But it's like, give us that unmasked head sculpt, because it would be so easy for them to do. So yeah, that's the only thing that this is missing, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the exclusive head sculpt as well.
Especially throughout the whole fucking game, they always take their masks off in the cutscenes.
Exactly. And they've already done the Into the Spider-Verse Miles, right? So you kind of have a little bit of, a comic, a more animated look that they've done before. So I don't understand the excuse for not doing one.
I don't think many people are gonna like my take on this.
It's usually most takes.
Yeah, I don't see
Just
the
kidding.
hype for this one. Like, it's not that cool in my opinion. It's just another Spider-Man suit. It's not even that cool for a black suit Spider-Man. Like, I don't like the way they designed the suit for the game. I didn't play the game, so in my eyes, like, that's not the comic version of the suit. I don't like the texture of it. I don't. I'm gonna be more of a purist here and say that's not my black suit Spider-Man. Also, the web or the Venom tentacles doesn't make sense for black suit Spider-Man because he still uses webs. So yeah, I don't like this really. Sorry guys. I don't see the hype over it either. It's not
it
any
have
better
hype,
than
though,
any of
if
the other
it's still in
ones.
stock?
Everybody's like, look, Marco said it was a Grail.
I said a personal grail.
Oh,
Zach is saying that everybody grail, but
I think eventually it will be, but it's weird. This one, like I said, I mean, I can double check, but when I was thinking of canceling, and I was like, well, I have the exclusive. Let me see if the exclusive sold out. If so, I'd keep it. And when I saw that it was in stock, I was kind of surprised because I feel like lately those exclusives are selling out pretty quick. So I'm not quite sure, what's going on. If it's they just produced a bunch or what, but that did kind of surprise me. But I do think eventually it could be a Grail. I think if they never do like a Hono Studios comic black suit, which please for love of God, Hot Toys, and this is your only other alternative, I think it could be. Just
But Eddie, your
speculation.
takes-
But it's not based on anything other
Yeah.
than personal opinion.
No, I like where your head's at. And Eddie, I think your take is very valid, because when I first saw the trailers, I was really skeptical of the suit too. I was like, yeah, it doesn't really look, I like it cleaner because this one's a lot more alien. It's like a lot more aggressive. There's actually like a second, no spoilers, but there's kind of like a second look to him as well. So I was skeptical of the suit, but I think after playing the game, it grew on me a lot more. So I definitely see where your head's at.
Yeah, because even in the the Toby movie, it's the same suit, just black. It doesn't affect the material doesn't change. It doesn't look weird. So I'm
I
kinda-
liked that
Yeah.
about the game, though. So, I
doesn't?
didn't love the design as much until I played the game, and then especially even with the additional additional arms there, I thought that looked weird for the figure design until I played the game, and I was like, okay, it does make sense. That is part of his kind of get up as just regular Spider-Man, so it makes sense that those arms would kind of transition through. And as a play mechanic, it was a really fun thing to play with in the game. So for that, I really liked it, and it did grow on me. Seeing kind of the symbiote look on him in the game, it really did feel like there was an alien life form kind of over top of his body and taking him over. So I thought that was cool. Last week, I think I talked about how I had this guy kind of on the might cancel list, and now he's popped up really quickly, and I'm kind of in the same boat as Dean said, in the sense of I already now have a couple Spider-Man in my collection. Some of you guys have entire Spider-Verses in your collection, which is amazing. I don't have that kind of space, and I definitely wouldn't display this guy with the tentacle arms, and so I still want it because it's the black suit version, but I also agree with you, Eddie, because it's not the comic inspired version. It's also kind of I wonder if they'll ever eventually make that version as well. So
It'll
still
come from
feel
somebody,
a little right. I still feel a little bit on the fence about it.
Ben, I feel like if you're on the fence about it, and if the transition suit this right here, if this isn't a necessity for you, since both are still available, I can't imagine the regular edition not being a bargain bin figure at some point. If everyone's had the opportunity for no extra cost to get the second portrait, then it almost seems like the non-exclusive is just going to be everywhere.
Well, and the hype of the game got me for sure. The FOMO kind of got me as well, because I honestly expected this one to sell out almost immediately because it was cool. It was right during the hype of the game. So like, I think this was one of those like day one pre-orders for me. And because it's come so fast, like I took a look because, 10 months ago seems like pretty quick considering. I looked, my very first payment for this thing on Sideshow was on May 25th. I still have 4 payments left on this bad boy. So like, usually I feel like the payments kind of align with kind of when the figure will end up coming out. And this time it's way early. Like it's more money than I'd care to pay off in one go. So I either keep it on the payment plan and pay it off slowly and find a space for it, or cancel it and get my little bit of money back and so on. So I don't know. It's weird to feel so on the fence with it because it's such a cool figure. But again, when we're getting 80 to 100 Hot Toys figures a year, that doesn't include Inart, that doesn't include Jazz Inc. now, it doesn't include some of the Mars Toys offerings and stuff. There's a lot of cool shit coming my way, and I got to figure out how I'm going to fit all this stuff in the collection. And this still may end up being on my chopping block list, unfortunately.
Yeah. All good points, gentlemen. Let's see here. We also got to see the teaser. There was only 3 photos listed, but it's the Mark 7 Black and Gold edition. Usually I think these are pretty silly, but there's something about this black with this fucking gold chrome. It kind of slaps. I don't think I would purchase this. It's interesting. It doesn't have the die-cast banner, so this could be a plastic Iron Man, but even at like the lower 300s, higher 400s, this I don't know. I don't think I could do it. But I do think this is a very handsome looking figure, and I think just black and gold in general, I think looks real good. So I don't know that they've announced how we can pre-order this yet, and I don't believe this has officially gone up for pre-order. But this one looks pretty good.
It'd be weird if it wasn't die-cast, right?
Sometimes when they do, so I know with the Neon Tech, I believe, Eddie, those are normally die-cast, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. In the past, they had done exclusives like this that were, like the Retro Sneaky that I have, that one is not die-cast.
The post on Facebook says die-cast, so I don't know.
Oh, does it? Okay. I'll give you a point here, Eddie. Thank you for correcting that.
Yeah, but Retro Sneaky was back when they were doing the Iron Man 3 line.
I think it was a little after, because it was like a variant of one that they had already made. But by that point, they had started doing, I think it was the Mark 6. It had already come out in diecast, and then they re-released it as a plastic version. So they did, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because Eddie just said it was diecast, but they have done that in the past. I give you a point, Eddie.
Yeah, this looks good. Again, I'm just not a fan of suits that we never see on screen. But I know the black and gold in like terms of like other toys. I don't know if they're like from the comic. I'm assuming they're from the comics, but I've seen the color scheme before on figures that people really like. So
yeah. There's a Midnight Suns video game that has, I thought it was this version, but it is a black and gold, but it's a totally different armor.
Yeah, this is from the Avengers. So, the Mark 7 is a good looking suit. So, honestly, you could throw almost any fucking paint scheme on it. It's going to look cool. So, I like it overall. Not for me personally, but it looks cool. Just make sure you actually get a black chrome this time, not that chocolate brown stuff they did with the Death Troopers.
Ooh, that's a good point. I like it.
In
this photos, you can it almost looks brown too.
That's why I brought it up.
It does. Good point, Dean.
Sorry, Ben.
That's true. No, I was just gonna say in the Hot Toys description, it does say the diecast 1/6 scale Iron Man, a Mark 7 black and gold version. So it is diecast. I'll give my take then. Honestly, for me, I love the Mark 7. It's the suit that, like, for me, I replaced in my mind's eye with the Mark III, because back when I got the Mark 7 diecast, the red version, the Mark III wasn't available unless you got the plastic version that had the pink underwear. So for me, that was not an option. This was the closest to kind of that mechanical looking suit with even the circular arc reactor. I loved the look of it. In my mind's eye, I could kind of recreate that desert scene with it, even though it's from the Avengers film. And of course, they gave us the Mark III suit. I still think, though, the Mark 7 is my favorite look for Iron Man. At the end of the day, for me, this is a repaint, so I wasn't all that excited about it. I've already got the Mark 7 suit in my collection. It's a skip for me, but I am happy that they're at least keeping it within the diecast line for sure. So I also wonder if they're going to update it in terms of like a USB functionality as opposed to the batteries, because the batteries in my Mark 7 is a pain in the ass, and they died just as fast as I could get them in the figure. So not worth it. Give us some USB at least for these Iron Men going forward, potentially. Change it up.
That tech can't come soon enough, Ben. Honestly, it's long overdue. I feel like they're going to go through all the suits, all the variants, and then start over again. Okay, here's Mark 1, USB. Well, actually, you know what? Wait, it did have USB, Mark 1 at the very
Mark
least.
1 had that little rotator.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So, okay. So we got some work to do here. So apologies there. Did they say anything about this being exclusive?
No, but it's part of the... They did say it's part of the summer showcase.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know if
typically
that means
those
exclusive,
are exclusive.
but usually those are the Toy Fair ones. So
I guess I more mean like timed, limited exclusive, right? So like a number on it, because this feels like it's perfect for that. Because when they don't do that with these repaints, it's like, okay, snooze. But when they do it as a really limited run, it feels like people gobble them up, right? Like they're like Ben on a Sunday night.
Just gobble, really.
That's right.
Jesus Christ!
It just
they're like Ben
really...
with some eggs in the movie theater, just gobbling.
Jesus. I was going to say 6 Oreos, but that's fair.
Oh. But yeah, so it would be an interesting choice if they decided not to do this on this one, because it just feels like a really lazy repaint. But people want those, right? If they're limited, I think people are hungry for those. So interested to see how this turns out, because the colorway is decent enough, or it could be cool.
Can you highlight Sean Forster's most recent comment? Back in 2014, there was a Toy Fair exclusive, and it was the Python suit, which is the Mark 20, and it's black and gold as well. So that was the one that looked most similar to this, but this is the Mark 7, so it's a completely different release than the one that they did back in 2014, but it's also exactly 10 years after 2014, so I'm wondering if that's why they decided to do this version of it, because it's like a 10-year, like, I don't know, like exclusive thing, but anniversary. But I think it's really cool. I'm very tempted to get it because I love the Mark 7. I love Iron Man Hot Toys in general, and the color scheme is really sick. I even like, well, here in the zoomed in picture, it looks like it has gold panel lining, which is really sick. But in like the overall picture, I didn't feel like it looked.
It might
I
be
guess
the
it
light
does.
catching
You just
the
can't
edges,
see it
maybe
zoomed in. If it does, that's really sick. Like I like that detail a lot, and I like those new bases, kind of like the base they did for the Flash movie stuff, and I like those bases a lot. I think they look cool. So I'm tempted, but I'm trying not to buy, like Dean said, like just random, like cool stuff. And if it wasn't in the movie or like a significant suit in the movie, like I feel like I don't need it, but I am very tempted.
I also think this is the second time we've seen the backstage logo attached to a figure as well, if I'm not mistaken. The other question I would have, I guess, just for Hot Toys is, does this mean that we're going to see other repaint variants of the rest of the Avengers team, or is it really just exclusive to the Iron Man? I know, Marco, you talked me out of a Hulk not too long ago from the Avengers line, because we're all kind of maybe hoping that a 2.0 of that would come out at some point, maybe seem seamless in there if possible. So is this a revisit to the Avengers line, or is it going to be one and done with Iron Man here? It'd be tough to say.
You might get that repaint of that Hulk here very soon.
What is
Red
backstage?
Hulk?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just like a brand that they added to it. I want to say the last one was an Anakin,
They've
but I
had that
have to double
before.
check.
Is it just a person who's
They-
taking pictures?
I wonder if it's the program that they're using.
It was before it came
No,
out.
it's not
It was
that.
before the Artisan line came out. It was like this backstage line, and
I think backstage
we
is
were wondering.
mostly meant to be like a sneak peek.
Okay.
Oh, Hot Toys backstage. Like, look
That would
what
make
it
sense.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense
I
because
mean,
there's only 3
I've
pictures
seen-
or whatever, right?
I've seen that quite a few times. Let me. No, I'm not gonna be able to find that quickly. We should keep an eye on that though, because I swear I've seen it before, but on the spot I can't find it.
I also wonder if this Mark
let's-
7 will be able to transition into the pod mode, or if that was very exclusive to the original Mark 7.
Yeah.
Curious to find out.
They didn't do it with the silver and red one.
They
so
didn't?
I
Okay.
strongly say that it wouldn't, but it would be amazing if it did.
That was horrible. That was horrible to try and transition that thing, but but fair.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find this thing. I've seen them do it before. I'll look up it on Facebook. Look it up on Facebook. We also got to see Kit Fisto. This one's $275. This is our only pre-order this week. I guess maybe there's one more that we'll talk about here in a second. Releasing June to September 2025. My boy Kit has been in the graveyard for a long ass time. Can't believe they actually fucking decided to make this. There's a lot of people. I think Badfish was saying that he really regrets missing out on the Mace Windu now that Kit has been shown. Of course, the door is always open for a second version of Mace in the future, should Hot Toys choose to do so. But I gotta say, this looks pretty good. Obviously, in the prequels, there are 2 different designs for Kit Fisto. This is obviously the later version. You do also get the Clone Wars armor. Though I do have to look it up because I don't remember the back of his gauntlets being this large. I know he has larger hands, but maybe that is accurate. I'm sure they've checked it. But man, the paintwork on this, the subtle splotching on the, I don't know what they call those, like not the hair pieces, but on the flesh on the back of his head looks incredible. The eyes look eerie and just amazing. And yeah, this is pretty fucking good, honestly. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, Kit Fisto really kind of captured my imagination as a youth when these movies came out, especially episode 2, right? This is when we first saw him. And I always thought, oh man, Kit Fisto's the coolest guy. And then episode 3 came out and I was like, well, that was short-lived. But he's definitely really cool in the cartoon, specifically the 2D one, where he like goes underwater and does all that cool fucking fighting. But yeah, I've always really liked Kit Fisto. I'm pretty sure this will end up in my collection at some point. I don't see him like being extremely popular. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I could wait on getting this.
I feel like in our circles, he's very popular, but to the general public, I don't see that popularity, Dean. So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm like hesitant to be like, oh, I'll just get it, not bargain bin, but like discounted later, because the trends we're seeing now is things are selling out. But yeah, it's just like not in a rush to get this, but I do really like Kit Fisto, so yeah, I will probably own this at some point.
A word of warning, though, if it's not as popular, that might mean a short run. That might mean
Right, that's what
close
I'm
the
like-
pre-order early, right? So
Him and hawing about it, but it's definitely cool. But I mean, even if because I really only have Anakin, Obi-Wan, and now Yoda, so like I don't have Mace. I would, if they make a fucking Plo Koon, I'm gonna lose my shit because Plo Koon is bad ass, dude. And if they announce a Plo Koon, I'll go back and pre-order this, but I guess that remains to be seen because Plo Koon is cool. But this gives me hope for the rest of the episode 3 line. I know this is like Clone Wars episode 3, but Elias Sakura, Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, like there's a lot of cool Jedi Masters you can make. So,
Yaddle.
Not in episode 3, but yeah.
Maybe actually episode 1.
Right.
I think
Which is
2
what
also.
we're talking about.
Okay.
Plo Koon
well,
is
you
a
know,
gross,
let's get him out of
creepy
here.
looking dude. I don't like it.
Well, he's not a human. He's not really a dude. He's It's Kit Fisto.
How does he not chop his own tentacles off? Flopping around, doing spins and shit.
That's why Ben can't be a Jedi.
Because he uses the Force to keep him down.
Wow. Points.
Oh my god.
I think that it's very cool that we're finally seeing Kit Fisto go up for pre-order because, yeah, he was in the graveyard for a long time, and he's a cool character. He's cooler in the Clone Wars than he is in the movies, but he's still a really cool Jedi. But I think I'm with Dean. I think I'm going to wait. I still haven't even... I'm, like, really behind on Star Wars pre-orders. I haven't ordered Maul. There's something else I haven't ordered, but, like, things just keep piling up with Star Wars. Like, I feel like we're getting hit with a lot of Star Wars stuff, so
yeah,
I'm trying to make better decisions.
More than half of their announcements this year have been Star Wars.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of Star Wars stuff we're getting, man. And I just pre-ordered those 2 exclusives, so, like, I feel like I need to slow down on ordering figures right now, but I definitely want Kit Fisto, so I might wait, like Dean, and see what happens.
It's a bold game, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's also one of those characters, if you don't own it, it's not going to ruin your collection. Like, if you didn't have an Anakin, like, that's fucking... like, you have to have an Anakin. You don't have to have a Kit Fisto.
Yeah, this...
For sure.
I think in a bubble, this guy would be nice, right? Everyone's been waiting on him in the hobby. He's been in the graveyard, like Eddie said, so there's hype around, okay, well, they're finally doing this. They might bring out some of those other figures that they've teased that they never quite gave us. But I think if you take a step back, for me personally, and I look at all the Star Wars heat that just dropped, like Eddie was saying, that we had Maul, we had Revan, there's just so many figures, those 2 exclusives. I was just, kind of going really, really deep on the Star Wars line. And then when it comes to this announcement, like I want to get wrapped up in the excitement of the community because it's like, okay, they finally gave them to us, but as just a figure, it looks interesting, it looks unique, it looks cool, but it's just not anything that I feel like I need in the collection. And I don't think that's missing out on him is going to make me feel some type of way about, well, I didn't build out my entire Jedi line, or, I didn't build out, my Clone Wars line, or whatever sets this guy can go with. I think it's okay for me to pass personally. But I'm excited for everyone that is excited because it is cool. And it's like something it's almost like a secret amongst us Hot Toys collectors. Like, okay, we know we're in on this. We know Kit Fisto is one of those deep cuts. And then when he finally comes out, everyone wants to get excited. So I want to get wrapped up in that, but just short of doing a pre-order.
It's interesting you mentioned that because I feel like for as long as I've been collecting Hot Toys and Star Wars figures, I've heard so many people say Kit Fisto needs to come. The Sideshow version existed and it was okay. Like, I think it was certainly serviceable. I do think this is better. This is by far a replacement for that figure if you need it in the collection. I recently rewatched all of the prequel trilogy, and I would still say that the Attack of the Clones is my least favorite of the films. And I'm not a huge Clone Wars guy yet. I've only still seen the first now I've seen the first 3 seasons. So I'm starting to work my way through it, and I've been told that I'm getting to the really good stuff. But I don't have the nostalgic connection to it like I have with other Star Wars characters. If you don't mind sharing my screen, Zach, as well. This scene made me actually laugh when I saw it in the movie, and I'm almost surprised they didn't give us this as an alternative head sculpt. Just because, like, this is like one of the most memeable faces from Star Wars that exists.
He's kind of making a goofy face already, though.
He's being a homie. He's like, Anakin, don't have a
He's so happy.
Here you go. I got you, bro. Kit Fisto being a real one. What are you talking about?
And he was kind of cool in this movie.
He's like, you heard kyber crystals were rare? We have 45,000 lightsabers in this fucking thing. Just take one.
You know what?
Why do they pull up with so many?
You know what this face is? And you're going to be the only one that appreciates this. When you're feeling a little bit too high, and then you look over at your buddy, and he gives you this look like it's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna 100%. And like, this was one of my favorite scenes of Kit Fisto in this movie, and it made me laugh. And so, if I was gonna collect the character, I'm almost disappointed they didn't give us this. Now, obviously, again, this is more memeable than it is like maybe display worthy. And then because he gets killed so quickly in the third film, it just like it diminished my excitement for him as a character. I'm surprised he's had quite the following that he has. But again, I'm not as deep invested in the Clone Wars as other folks. And if that's where he really, really shines as a character, then clearly I've missed out. So
That's-
for me, this is a pass, unfortunately, but it's cool.
That's only really to show how powerful Palpatine is. And like in passing, it's like, oh, Kit Fisto fucking went down like a bitch. But it's like, no, Palpatine is really just that good. The dude could
shows his power, right?
2 separate different fighting styles on each hand. Like he's insanely strong and powerful. So I get it. It's like, oh, he
the novelization
so
of that
fast.
scene is better than the
Yeah.
in the novelization. It's like he's almost like a blur. Like you don't even see him. That's how fast he is. And the movie is just kind of silly.
Also, his hands look a little oversized, but again, maybe that's more
He's an
character
alien.
representation. He just
He's
looks
got
really
his
Not a
Huge
human being. He's not a human
hands.
being.
He needs
I
to
get
move
it.
water.
Oh my god. It does give me confidence, though, that we'll see other alien types from Hot Toys, which is exciting because this isn't just the standard kind of recreation of other characters and figures that we've already seen before. I like that they've, given us something new. So that is
Who
pretty
would you want, Ben?
In terms of Star Wars characters?
Yeah, in terms of
Greedo.
alien characters. Yeah, that's who I want.
Nobody's going to like this answer, but I've missed on all the Yodas. And so I know that we've already had Yodas before, but I do want a Yoda in my collection. And with him coming back, I'd be curious to see if we're going to see another Yoda at some point. So
I mean,
Episode 3 for sure.
it's not a new character,
Episode
but
3
it's,
for sure.
I would love to see another Yoda.
Especially since we just got Palpatine. It'd be crazy if they didn't do Yoda.
Isn't it crazy that they have these anniversaries for a certain film and they release only figures that are not from that film?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Dude, every year.
Yeah,
Like giving
but
us
dude,
the
you
Pennywise figure at Christmas, though. Not Halloween.
But I mean, it's Kit Fisto, so you could include him with, or you could do clone, because he has his own clone troop. Every Jedi has their own clone troop. So his, I think it was Commander Monk or something. But like I said, you could do Elias Sakura, then you could do Commander Bly, you could do Plo Koon, like I said a second ago. I forget his commander.
Wolf.
I thought his was the Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's Wolf.
Oh, it is Wolf Pack. I don't think you see Wolf in the movie though.
No.
No, there's a different one in the movie, but I saw this comment here.
But
by
if they're doing
Badfish.
Clone Wars stuff with these figures, then you could easily throw a wolf in there.
Yeah, but I feel like he's saying that we could see the Wolf Pack because we're getting Kit, but it's like, I mean, we have Cody and we never really saw his Airborne Battalion troopers either, like you mentioned the other day on Question of the Week.
Right.
So,
But this
I
changes
think those are arguably
things
more popular.
for Graveyard. We might see it now.
That's also a dimension. So you are both correct.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna start opening it up to like other Jedi, then you could. I mean, that's like printing money, making fucking the troopers to go with them.
It's almost like Games Workshop with Space Marines. You already have the fucking armor, just slap some paint on them, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy that to think they wouldn't do any of this. So, oh my god,
Horrifying. Damn.
I'd like a Mona in 1/6 scale, please.
I mean, that's probably 1/6 scale right there.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Yeah. So this, I mean, with this release, I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless. So we'll see what they do. What is that?
It's Oscar. 1/6 scale.
I thought it was
All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's fucking been a negative Nancy all fucking stream.
Jesus.
All stream. What did I do?
He's been
just
super
being
positive
you.
and like happy go lucky.
I've been
Not lately.
been the life of the show. What are you talking about?
Jeez.
Look at Zach. He's the fucking popular one.
I'm the Fonz, bro. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows I'm the dashing good looks
Yeah,
and the humor.
when the font shows up, everyone's like, "Oh, okay." Here we go.
Bro, him walking
Yeah,
into
It's all
Steven's
about the fonts
collectibles.
from here on out.
Stevens
There you
was
go.
like watching a celebrity walk in. It was wild.
Thank you. It's wild.
Signing
I got that
autographs,
aura. I
holding
got that
babies.
aura. I got that aura, bro. I was kissing babies and everything.
Yeah, but celebrity like infamous, not famous.
Wow.
I don't know the difference, to be honest, so I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
You wouldn't.
It's public school education, Dean. Inart showed idiot. Inart showed or I don't even know what the fuck this picture is. There was Juan posted this. I don't think it's his figure, but apparently someone with the worst camera known to mankind has gotten their hands on Aragorn, and by golly, this photo is not helping things. Now, they said a few months ago they did change head sculpt factories. It's a terrible photo, so there's really no point in judging
Who
this based on
takes
this
a
photo.
picture with two hands? Who does this?
Anyways, so that may be released. So in 2027, I think the average citizen may receive theirs. Why is he doing that? I just realized what you're talking about. Anyways, also, this was posted.
Oh.
Now, allegedly, this is from Hot Toys Hotline. Connor had messaged Inart, and Inart says that this box is not real. But I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat here for a little bit and say this is probably a fuck up, because it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, not Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone. And I feel like this is a ton of effort to go through to make a fake box. Like, you're printing out this cardstock, embossing it, making the logo, making the graphic design, putting the logo. Even like that little like shiny embossing, like, I think that this was a mistake, and they're like, okay, someone fucked up on the typing. And so, but allegedly this is not real. So,
devil's advocate, do you think you could do this in Photoshop? I don't think you can, but just want to explore that option.
I think it is likely that someone could do this in Photoshop. I do think it, for what reason, right? Like, there's nothing to gain by posting this. So I think the more likely thing is that this is a real photo. Like, they got like random Lego shit in the background. Like, this photo is the same quality to me as this photo. Like, they're just not good photos.
If anything, it's like a prototype box. Because look at Harry Potter. That font is awful. No one's releasing a box with that kind of font on it.
Inart is.
No, I mean,
that could be the font from the movie or from the books.
I don't know about that. Can we pull up the cover of the book? Because look at the Inart box for the Aragorn.
Let's look it up. Actually, Dan, I do give you some credence to that idea, because all of the Inart boxes, I believe for the Lord of the Rings line, they have that glossy cover on the front.
Yeah, but look,
it has like cardboard.
It has the logo of the property, right? The Lord of the Rings. It's using font from the movie for Aragorn. This just says Harry Potter. It doesn't have the logo anywhere on here.
You know what, Dean? I think you're making some fucking compelling arguments. I would say, Dean, I think you're correct. If they're doing the words Harry Potter, it would be like the stylized.
Right, exactly. I think this is just, hey.
Also, what's a philosopher?
Dean did a stream, and now he's selling out.
Wow.
No.
Selling out, Dean.
How dare you?
Selling out.
If I was selling out,
what are they paying you?
What are they? Whatever it is, we're not going to double it.
Don't give up on me now, Dean.
No, you guys don't give up on me. What the heck?
Although, hang on. Draw the Line says the Harry Potter font was not used for the display bases, though. Let's look up the display base real quick. Let's see.
Oh yeah, no. Because what is the Gandalf one? Does it say Lord of the Rings on it, or does it just say Gandalf?
This is Gandalf.
Okay, so Harry Potter's would just say Harry Potter. Hermione's wouldn't say Harry Potter on it.
No, but I think the point he's saying is the display base. Okay, goddamn it, Draw the Line. It is the font. Is it the font? I don't know, actually. Actually, I don't think it is. This isn't the stylized with like the lightning bolt. Yeah, you might be onto something. Yeah, because they have it here and they have Wizarding World, which technically all of the Harry Potter licensing stuff, I don't think they brand it as Harry Potter anymore. I think they brand it as Wizarding World. But yeah, that's not the stylized Harry Potter.
No, but it's
like
not
with the lightning
fucking Times New Roman like on that box.
That's probably Arial, probably. If we're
whatever
being
the
honest.
fuck, it's just a hyperbole. But
You know what this box looks
But
like?
a fake would have used the real font.
So good. So
That's
good.
hilarious. No, but I think this is
What
like
did the Joker box look like?
a
Let's look at the Joker
prototype
box.
sleeve. They're like, let's see if anything prints on the embossing properly, or if it's going to start flaking or something. I feel like this is just a prototype box.
You know what this is?
Well,
When
hang on,
you're really
hang on,
far
hang on.
behind?
No, hang
ahead.
on. The
Go ahead.
Pennywise is that same Times New Roman font too.
Bro,
Oh
that's
my
a good
God.
comparison.
No.
That's a
They're
good comparison.
Oh, no.
Bro.
Bro, who did this? They don't got that Microsoft Word. You could download fonts. Do you not know this?
Bro, I just lost all hope.
Wow. You know, Dean, you had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I was there.
I was like,
You
that
were
makes total sense, but now I don't know. You got me
You almost
on
said
Pennywise.
pants print behavior, bro. What did
That's
the Joker
incredible.
look like? What did the Joker look like? Let's see.
I feel like that one was pretty basic too, but
I don't think the Joker had any.
Yeah, the
it was
Joker
the
is.
Inart box.
Yeah, the
that-
Joker is just the same boring font too.
I didn't get that box because I got the 2-packs. That's not the
Let's see,
box. you
Inart
get with the
Gandalf.
2-pack.
You fancy. It's a flex right
Let's
there.
see here.
KJ&D.
Watch. I've still been considering canceling it. I know you guys all keep calling me out. But I'd lose that $200 NRD if I do it.
Wait, for what? For canceling what?
If I get the if I still go through with the J&D Joker, because I did pre-order it, but I'm like, ooh,
I think
$200
Will
for
called
the
you.
Oh,
out on
you
one of his
pre-ordered
screens and
that,
said,
bro.
I know he
oh,
did. I
said
was like, that
edition
bastard.
size of 2. You and he were the only people.
Now I
That's
feel like I
a
need
tough
to get
nut,
it.
Ben.
Is it this? Is it that?
Damn, I don't
Who
remember what the
knows?
Gandalf box looked like. Can someone find the box for me? Oh, here we go. Okay, so on
Did you
the
sell your
on
picture
this
already?
box.
I have the box.
It looks like the Aragorn one, right? with
Oh, what the hell? Why
rotating
didn't you just pull it
ring?
up?
It's just white.
But look, hang on. Could someone add my thing to the screen, please? Dean, keep
No,
bringing my. Thank you.
Too big.
This font is that same boring font too. On the corner, the front is the fancy font, and then this is boring.
It looks like it's got some metallics on there.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they got this, and they're like, "Who fucking forgot the?" And then they're like, "Yeah, it's a fake one. Don't worry about it."
I think they just didn't want the box shown, so they're saying that it's not real
Yeah,
because
like
they get real
or
fucking pissed.
Eddie, you're not fucking wrong because you have to get it approved, right? It's a big deal if
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah, and I'm still going to say this is just a prototype box because
No, I agree. I agree
Harry
completely.
Potter's shipping anytime soon, so
No, I completely agree, Dean. 100%. But for them to say it's not real is kind of weird.
yeah. You're
Like, but then again, like, even if it's a prototype, like, it's kind of worrying they forgot the word "the." I mean, it's only the title of the fucking book. I mean,
John did say he's the only one that speaks English really in the company to solve
Yeah,
Ben's question. So I guess it's not
Yeah.
that far fetched that they would forget the.
I don't know if we're just spending a bunch of time about nothing, but I think it's funny, and I mean, there's really nothing to go. Like, Aragorn's released, the average collector won't see it for a while, and this photo's
I
terrible.
see the
so-
potential behind that sculpt though. It's a bad photo.
Oh,
but
it's
I
probably
still
good.
think
It's
the
a terrible
potential is
photo.
there.
Yeah, you're
I
not
will
wrong.
I know who
say-
that is.
even with this horrible photo, it's the best looking Aragorn we've ever seen at 6
Yeah.
scale. And at least looks like
in any scale. This is
Viggo
better than the Prime
Morgenstein.
one. Like
I agree with you, Eddie. I agree
This
with
may
you
be a
100%.
stretch, but if you put glasses and headphones on
I
there,
missed
does it
it,
kind
Dean.
of look like Dean a little bit to anyone else?
Wow.
Just me.
Yeah,
I don't
just
have
you, I
that
think.
chiseled of a chin.
He doesn't have a neck.
Yeah, if you had a few more chins, then.
Hey,
Well, I have more chins too. Okay, I have
I
no
could
reason to
say
talk.
that.
You gotta stop
Say
because
that
I'm gonna
one
make a
easy.
joke and it's gonna be bad. So let's.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'd rather stay friends with Eddie.
Wow.
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 Oh boy.
Cut that.
Anyways.
Hate to see it.
Anyways. That's that reaction when they forgot the.
Isn't it? Why is it Philosopher's Stone? I thought it's Sorcerer's
So
Stone.
apparently I think when it originally came out, it was Philosopher's, but when they translated it to English, they changed it to Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, when they translate this box to English, it'll be Sorcerer's Stone.
I got Vince Carter right here. Who says I can't pose? I was trying to show this off for the end of the show. Look at that.
Show us.
Between the
His
legs.
shoulder. Oh, that's your finger.
Look at that.
Your
Between the
finger's
legs.
The same
Come
color
on.
as his shoulder.
All right, it looks bad on camera. It looks better in
yeah,
person.
take it
Good
down.
job.
It
Good
looks
job.
like he pulled his hamstring. What is he doing?
Holy shit! All right, guys.
Put it back out.
I'm sweating.
No, you.
I'm sweating.
Sweating, bro.
That's not
I
the
thought that was
worst.
pretty
I've
good.
ever
I like
seen.
that.
I thought that was pretty good.
I thought, yeah, I see the Vince.
I think
sculpt
with
is dope,
context. Oh, I like that sculpt actually.
Yeah, it's
Needs
good.
a
Done by
joint,
Yixi.
Wow, I thought it was good.
He's like, let me puff on it.
Anyways, Jesus, Eddie. Let's move on to our last
Whoa.
bit of figure news
Chance.
for the week. This is really cool. Eddie, or not Eddie, Eric, fake fan, non-friend of the show. He's been holding out for the Fallout 1.6 T60 power armor. I don't know if this is a reissue or not,
Yeah,
but it's
it's a
reissue. Thank you. It's going over pre-order on the 7th of June at 9 a.m. Hong Kong time at the 30 store. And this is what we are getting, which looks pretty cool. I'm an XO1 man myself, but the T60 is not a bad armor. So very cool.
Yeah. T60 is really cool. This is probably north of $400. The other ones are really expensive too. I think even when this one came out, it was like $3 something, which was years ago. So I imagine
Years
it's
ago,
quite a
they're trying to
bit more expensive. So
yeah.
I wouldn't mind owning something like this, but if I got to pay that up front, hell no. And I don't think
I hope that they
offers payment plans on their website like Sideshow does. So if this ends up on Sideshow or I guess mainly just Sideshow, you know, I might pick one up. But
yeah, you gotta have a pre-order where you can put money down over time, I think.
yeah, but it's cool because you can like take the armor pieces off, and there's like a figure inside the suit with like with the Vault Tech outfit on. Like it's a full-on figure inside of it. So very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed that show, so I think they needed to capitalize on the hype of that. In fact, when I finished watching it, I was like, "Oh, I want to get this armor." And you guys mentioned this one that it existed in the past.
So the armor in the show is the T45.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, because in the show, Walter, I don't know, the Ghoul, I don't know what the fuck his name is. Walter Goggins' character is like, yeah, the T45 had this issue, and I think it was fixed in the later versions. But also, this one obviously doesn't have the Brotherhood of Steel markings, which, you know, whether that's important or not is up to you. But at any rate, you can get $10 off your Inart Aragorn pre-order using code CW10RON at 16kit.com. We also have a discount with 15% off your in-stock items and full pay pre-orders with code CW at Collector Zone. They're doing their Collector Zone convention here pretty soon. They actually also just got a Maradona Iron Studios 110 scale. They're the exclusive, I believe, U.S. retailer, right, Marco, for that statue. So
Yeah,
very
I
cool if you're
believe
a fan of Maradona. Cocaine not included, but you can get your Iron Studios pre-order there. Let's see. We don't have a ton of stuff in the junk drawer, but we did get the Alien Romulus trailer. I haven't seen it yet. Do you guys want to watch that live?
I haven't seen it either.
Sure.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I also haven't seen the
all didn't
Venom
do it.
3 trailer, but some people said that.
Oh,
that's a good
I'm
point,
not
man.
excited.
Yeah.
I haven't
Watch
seen that one
that
either.
trash. If you want a
That's
whole
so
hour
loud.
discussion, then let's watch the Venom 3 trailer.
I wanted to
should
get
start
Eddie's
with
take on
that.
it. I saw your heated Facebook post about it.
Do we know who's directing
Is
this?
this really where you want to spend the rest?
Isn't it Ridley Scott?
Yeah. No, it's not Ridley Scott.
I thought he's a
It's-
producer.
Is it the dude who did Chappie and District 9?
Let me look it up.
Neil
Bro.
Blomkamp?
Neil Blomkamp.
If so, that'd be
'Cause it-
fucking awesome.
Because I know he was supposed to do an Alien movie for a long time. I don't know for
Fede
sure. but-
Alvarez.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
You just
Fake
killed
news.
my hype.
For real, I was like, dude, Neil Blomkamp doing this?
He
Down there,
has
bro.
concept art and everything.
I hate it.
Oh, you don't like this trailer, Eddie?
No, I'm kidding. I haven't
This
watched
is
it.
the only ticket out of here.
I hate it now.
Wait, is that a Mexican? British
Yeah,
guy?
Too
whatever
much,
that
too much
was,
representation for Eddie.
I
He's
ain't
out.
never seen that, bro. There ain't no astronauts that are Mexican. I ain't ever seen that.
Bro,
With a
there's
British
literally
That's definitely not
they
true.
literally just did a movie with Michael Pena. The dude's
Yeah.
from Stockton.
Yeah, that's how you know it's science fiction.
Only ticket
Holy
out.
shit, it's
Based
a
on
real story.
guy.
Nah, there's no way. It's like
Zach
the hot
is a
Cheeto guy.
fucking hater of his own people.
A hot Cheeto guy.
What the hell? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's a fake story.
Zach likes to pretend he's white.
No, I don't. What are you talking about? What part of me is white? Have you seen me?
Yeah, no.
Just
part
your
of it. That's
attitude
my
and your
point.
entitlement.
Yeah. Zach's like, close the board.
We need to build a wall
Holy
and
shit.
make them pay for it.
Oh, the director of Evil Dead. Okay.
Those are good movies.
Which one was Evil Dead?
What's Ash?
Oh, okay.
Bro,
that's
actually, Don't Breathe. That's a banger too. I forgot I saw that.
Which one was that one?
That's
Isn't it
one where
with
they
the
go
with
and
the old
rob
man?
that blind guy, the old blind guy.
Oh, and he puts sperm in that
That's
little
a fucking
syringe.
banger. Jesus Christ, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he tried to have a baby with the girl he tied up. Remember, because they killed his daughter. That was like the whole plot of the
right.
movie.
That's right.
Oh
okay.
shit, that's wild.
What's happening?
Something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
What?
Fucking water.
That's too much for me. Oh god.
Holy shit! It showed him
Fight
mouthing.
Damn.
That was
Damn,
a
bro.
Birthday.
That was on. That was you on your
Ben
birthday.
got
Is that what you said,
flashbacks.
Ben?
Jesus.
Not the word.
Ben's is much bigger.
Open the door, come on.
Damn, that was graphic, bro. Is that the dude from the Fallout show? Maximus?
I don't think so.
No. No, are you kidding me? Not even close.
I don't know. It just looked like the voice.
This
They don't
actually
all
looks
look the same,
fantastic,
Zach.
though.
Shut up, Eddie, you fucking guy. How dare
This
you?
looks like going back to the first one. Honestly, this is incredible.
It feels a bit too much like the first one.
I feel like when you
I
had
think
Alien
that's
vs
not a
Predator,
bad
though,
thing.
yeah, like let's go back to our roots.
Sure you want to do this?
As long as we get some bush, I'm fine.
Jesus Christ!
Damn, that was pretty good. So, do y'all want to watch the
hyped.
Venom 2 trailer? Or does Eddie not want to watch it?
Yeah,
Or
let's watch
Venom-
it. Let's watch it.
Jesus Christ. As far as the Romulus trailer, like, I'm not excited. I'm not excited. It looks like whatever. But I have liked all the Alien movies so far, so.
Yeah, even the bad ones.
They're not doing, Dean, they're not continuing, like, the Prometheus storyline, right?
As
Or
far
the-
as I know, no. It's this.
What is the
and
sequel?
I believe a television
Covenant?
show.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Darth Maris
tho-
makes a good
that-
point too. He says Alien needs a hit. It's just like Predator.
It really
did,
does.
right?
I thought
Like,
they were doing
Prey
a
was an
show.
amazing movie.
I thought they were
They
doing
are.
an Alien show.
They are.
They are.
I
doing
I
a show.
wanted to like
Pizza Hut just
what the fuck is
changed
it
the
called?
combo game.
Prometheus and
I wanna
Prometheus is
like
okay.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I want to like Pizza Hut too, bro. How about that little Caesars
That
though?
right now. They don't have gluten free though, which pisses me off.
Have you guys tried those puffs yet? I still have not.
Bro, they're so fucking good.
Are
Oh
they
my
good?
God,
Damn.
They're
okay.
so
I might
filling
need to get
too.
'em. I might need to get that. I fuck with Little Caesars. I won't lie. Not the
Dude,
hot.
little
Reddies,
Caesar's
but
about
the
to give me a
square
little
ones.
seizure.
Jesus Christ.
What? I thought the puffs were trash.
We are. No.
This is so stupid.
It's at least interesting,
It's
but
like-
it's very
They
dumb.
really wanted Machete for this scene, and they couldn't get him.
Damn.
all the finest places.
Does anyone hate how Venom talks in these movies? Like,
Yes,
it gives me
I fucking
anxiety.
hate
It's
it.
fucking, yeah.
It's like the first movie was okay, and then he just got progressively goofier. It's like,
I liked the first movie.
what is
Yeah, the movie's good. The first one.
It's okay. Also, what's this guy from Doctor Strange doing here?
Mordo, right?
Different universe.
Yeah.
And wait, can you go back really quick, Zach? Because I saw some breakdowns of this. So, sorry, no, the place where Mordor is at the Mordo is at the
Mordor?
Mordor.
Wow,
Wow, Lord of the Rings.
It's a
I missed
very
it.
ambitious crossover.
Just
We always knew it
Here?
was impossible.
the Dark Lord.
Sands.
We were alone.
It's the chick from the soccer show too,
Yeah, Ted Lasso.
from Ted Lasso.
I thought
I
that
still
was
haven't
the
seen
chick
that.
from Year One with Jack Black and Mike Sarah.
She is from year one. That's
okay.
crazy. Holy shit, Dean.
Oh yeah,
You just
good,
blew my mind.
Good call, dude. Damn.
She was so young in that movie.
That's the only movie I know her
Holy
from.
shit.
the Holy of Holies.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is fucking hilarious. Like for
Okay,
no
right here,
reason.
this scene right here. Pause it right there.
God
Yeah,
damn
so-
it! You gotta have a fucking. You gotta be a little quicker.
So this is this dude's from Ted Lasso too, right? He plays the Mexican
Yeah.
guy, but this is from the
He plays, he
post-credit
is, bro.
scene. Yeah, well, that too. Post-credit scene of No Way Home,
Danny
right,
Rojas.
where the symbiote
Oh yeah,
gets
he's
stuck
sitting at
there.
the bar. Yeah.
So is it in that universe, or is it in a different universe where the symbiote also detached and it was also the same bar?
I think
Sony
they're gonna
is so
just
fucking
forget
confusing.
that whole
You think so? That'd be so
Marvel
weird.
MCU thing. I think they're just gonna not acknowledge that at all.
Yeah, I think that they got confused too, because now it doubly doesn't make sense. If this is the post-credit scene, then that's definitely Mordo.
Yeah, exactly. Like what about this?
Mordo?
Doctor Strange beat his ass so bad, he's like, I'm joining the military. Fuck this.
His remember from the first film?
I no longer
First
believe
Doctor
it's
Strange.
sorcery.
You don't remember who Mordo is?
I think I've seen the first Doctor Strange. I think I've seen
Wow.
parts of it.
You didn't see
It's too much- Merlin was backing
Multiverse
up.
of Madness either?
No, but that's on my list. I actually really
you
do
gotta
want to
see
watch
that one, bro.
No, I couldn't finish Doctor Strange. It was kind of terrible for me.
Wow,
didn't
the
like it.
first one
The end
is
actually
good.
is the
Yeah,
best
the first
part.
one. Yeah.
Dormammu.
Oh, okay.
I want to meet you.
All
all
right,
now.
let's.
I know.
It's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Progressively getting worse.
I almost walked out of the second one. I hated it so much.
Me too.
It really, how do you fuck up Venom and Carnage?
Like this.
Give it to Sony.
Jesus.
Which is crazy, because I love Tom Hardy.
I know.
Dude,
Oh wait,
me
so
too.
back
Okay,
up really
yeah,
quick
wait,
to-
we got to talk about that
Okay,
because
we
I
gotta
didn't
talk-
notice
yeah.
that until someone soloed it.
Okay, someone tell me when.
So in the van, you'll see him in a van with a bunch of people.
Pause right after
I'll
the
let you go,
dancing.
Eddie.
Right after he's dancing with the girl. Pause. Right after.
Right there,
this.
so stupid.
Oh my god, this is so
Jesus.
fucking terrible.
It's like the rave scene all
Okay,
over
wait,
again.
a little further now. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead,
That's the lizard. I don't know the doctor's name, but he's the lizard in
Oh,
Amazing
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Dr. Connors.
Yeah,
Connors.
2? Is that Amazing 1 or 2? 1.
One.
Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. So he is in Sony, so he actually could be playing himself, which is
But his
kind of cool.
Arm is back.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole point of his experiment, Dean.
Oh, that's right. They cured him.
But
yeah,
also,
didn't they cure him at the end of the Spider-Man movie?
Damn, I don't remember actually, but
They grew that
It's
shit.
like,
a
yeah, they
hippie,
hit him
so-
with the antidote.
I feel
They
like
cured him
he's
and then
not
sent him
playing
back.
himself.
An antidote for your missing arm.
That's a good catch, though, Eddie.
how wild would that
Well, I
be
didn't
if
know
he just,
this. I
if
saw a picture. of it.
he's just random guy, if he's just random traveler, which I
I'm
don't think
pretty
that's
sure
the case, but
he is just a random guy.
If it
that'd
is
be
that,
so
this is the
hilarious.
worst casting I've ever seen. In a
But
movie.
this, I mean, they could. Like, this gives me hopes that they'll throw Andrew Garfield in here at some point. Because I think they were talking about doing an Andrew Garfield film, and if this is in there, this could be a sign that we could see him. I'm not leaving it out. Like I'm actually kind of more positive about seeing it now that I've seen him in it, because we could see, and it would make sense that he was in it, because that would actually give us a reason to go watch this fucking movie.
and someone in the chat maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but there was like a leaked. People thought it was a fan made trailer, but it had the Venom from Spider-Man 3. What's that actor's name? Topher Grace.
Yeah.
So it had that versus this. In this, it got taken down, and so people were speculating. I think it even said Last Dance, but people were speculating like, okay, is there like a multiverse crossover here? So is there something weird going on?
I don't think you could go backwards from multiverse. If you're going to include him in the last Spider-Man movie in the MCU, I don't see how you make another Spider-Man adjacent film and not have some sort of
Only Sony.
crossover.
Yeah, Sony will show you how. You don't see? Oh, you don't see? We'll show you.
You're not wrong. But it seems like a huge step backwards.
Also, Einstein is in it, so that's crazy.
Because Andrew Garfield makes a comment in the movie.
Gator
like,
Garfield?
I've never fought an alien. I want to fight an alien.
Dean, I am sold that Andrew's in this fucking movie now.
Hold up.
I am
If
sold
this
that
guy's
he's in
in
this.
it,
Bro.
Dean might be
Dean
cooking a
just-
little bit. Dean might be cooking right now.
Dang, Dean's
Good
on a
shit,
roll
Dean.
tonight, man.
Yeah.
Dean ate his
Fonts
Wheaties,
and
bro.
aliens. That's Dean's.
So obviously you want to keep that a secret, but in your first marketing, why would you not at least hint to like, hey, this is going to be a multiversal movie? It's like this marketing is so confusing. This looks like the most dull thing you could do.
maybe it's not multiversal because remember in the MCU one, Venom is brought to Tom Holland's universe. But what if this is canonically just Andrew Garfield's universe? Because Venom goes back and at the end of the movie. So
And same with Doc.
if Doc Connors is here, yeah.
He gets sent back too. Maybe.
Interesting. Okay.
That could be wild. I also think multiverse is kind of a swear word lately for a lot of people. So
Wow.
Everyone's doing it right
Dean significantly made me more interested in this now, so I might actually go watch this.
And none of that's going to be in there. It's just going to be him battling these
I
like
would
crab
be so
creatures at the
pissed.
end.
Yeah.
Whatever
Well,
they're called. I know they're from the comics at least.
It makes sense also because Tom Holland was like, I'm taking a huge break from Spider-Man, and we haven't heard anything about a new Tom Holland Spider-Man. So if they wanted to futz a Spider-Man film in like this empty time zone, it's like, hey, let's get on the hype because Andrew Garfield seems really eager to keep playing Spider-Man. Even back when they fired him from the role to now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's super interesting.
Wow.
I'm interested. I am interested. Let's see what else we got in this trailer.
There has to be a reason they're after us.
Someone said those might be broods from X-Men, but that's an X-Men thing, so I don't know. Those.
Have you seen that movie with?
They do look like broods.
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten. As long as Venom lives.
He was.
Wasn't this guy going to be Riot at the end of?
Not Riot. Poison.
Poison. There you go. Okay.
Alive, buddy.
Eddie,
Shut up.
the time has come.
This is terrible.
It gets worse. Just keep watching.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
Oh my gosh.
Spirit.
That at least was an interesting concept, unlike most of the trailer that just seems so fucking bland.
Have y'all seen the Tomorrow War?
No.
With,
Yes. Yeah. With Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Can I show this?
Oh, I did see that.
That looks almost very
yeah.
similar to that thing they just showed.
I liked that movie actually. That was a cool movie.
I did.
That was a
like
pretty cool movie.
What was this called?
I like that.
The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. It's on Amazon.
It's
Okay,
better
I need
than
to watch that.
expected it to be.
But the second I saw that alien in the Venom trailer, I was like, that looks like that movie.
Before we go any further, the backstage line, just going back to the earlier in the show. Yeah, this is their behind the scenes like sneak peek. They had the Hono backstage. All the backstage branding is on the upcoming release photos.
Okay.
Like the teaser stuff. So yeah, we've seen backstage quite a bit in the past. Thank you, Ben, for finding that.
Yeah, good call, Ben. I just always assumed that was a program they used to put the pictures.
I called it. Ben confirmed it.
Wow.
No, Ben
said it was a.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Ben said it was
sure-
only 2 times ever. I was like, no.
I thought it was only 2 times. I did think it was honestly only 2 times, but we're both right. Half a point. You need a half.
Let's
dingle.
see. Here we go. Let's see. I was like 3/4 jingle. I'll give you this. Let's see here. Max is raising its prices for ad-free plans. The cheapest ad-free plan will now cost $16.99 a month. I don't understand how the world works anymore. I just don't. I don't understand why I'm using my internet to stream your thing and I have to pay extra for no commercials. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. You've always said this, Dean, but it almost feels like streaming was supposed to be the end of cable, and now it's like worse than cable. Like to have all the streaming services was more than I'm paying for cable now.
Yeah.
So this is actually partially why we canceled Movie of the Week, because to get all the streaming services, it was like ridiculous for all of us to have it. I don't know. I finally saw an Amazon show that had commercials, and it's pretty fucking annoying. So I don't know. I think Netflix might be the only one that I've seen that doesn't have commercials, or at least maybe my parents just pay for the no commercials. But
yeah, there's a commercial
either
tier
way
for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I can't fucking stand it.
The only ads I've come across on Amazon are right before whatever starts. And
I think you're correct. Yeah,
I've,
the ones that I have, I can't skip.
I've never seen ads in the middle of a show or movie, but that would piss me off to no ends, because it's like that's why we're paying you directly, so we don't have to watch fucking ads. It's fucking bananas. It's like, and then they keep raising the prices. It's like, for what? What are you raising the prices for exactly?
Because they can.
Yeah. Like,
yeah,
give me
it's
fucking
literally
Tiger King
because
season
they can.
3.
There's no.
They're doubling down on the fact that they're making money from the ads. Like, you're already getting money from the ads now. So why do you need more money from us?
Yeah, exactly. Eddie, you're fucking a genius.
Yeah, it's
Also, House of the Dragon season 2 is right around the corner with Max.
That's
right?
why they're
I'm
doing
not
it.
watching
Brian.
it.
Smart man. You're not going to watch it, Dean?
No, not up there.
I mean, I wouldn't have watched it without the ads.
I'll watch it.
So shout out to Paul Schreiber, who said, he offered his Plex to all of us for Movie of the Week. And that's what I've begun to do. I'm setting up my own home, streaming, it's not a database, but whatever. Anyways, a home streaming system. And I'm just going to have digital copies of these things. And it's just, it's no use trying to catch up with all these streaming services. It's just impossible. You can't afford it if you're doing all of them. And a lot of them are throwaway, like something's exclusive to Peacock, something's exclusive to Paramount Plus.
It's
Who wants
fucking
those?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
there was always times where someone would pick something and it's like, well, I don't have that, or it's not available in my country also, which was a huge fucking thing. Because of fucking
media server was the
Ben,
phrase I
that's
was
a
looking
living
for.
fucking backwards monopoly land
Always
Canada.
bringing shit down in Canada, dude.
Jesus. Netflix
Canada
for me
comes to
has
bite me back
ads.
in the ass.
I have the cheaper Netflix with ads, but honestly, it's only ever like a 30 to 50 second ad. So like when
That's
I
not the
remember
point.
back to old commercials, it doesn't bother me that much. It literally doesn't. Most of the time, I
But
forget
you're
that this
paying.
even happens.
You're already paying.
But I'm only paying like $7 a month versus the $17 a month or whatever it would be for
Because
me.
people
So
think
like
that they keep doing shit like
I
this.
know, I get it,
I'm
but it
with
doesn't
you,
seem
Dean.
that
I'd
bad.
rather just not fucking watch the thing.
It reduces the churn for me, right? So the churn is like me signing up for a streamer just to watch one show and then canceling that membership. For me, it's like if they can give me the cheaper option, I'm more likely to keep it for longer to see what else potentially comes, which then they still draw more money from me as a consumer anyways. And so like I do like that they give you all the options, but I do agree that it is going back to that cable style system where you're paying, like if you have all the streamers, you're still paying what, $100 a month, maybe more, depending on it. It adds up very, very quickly. And unlike cable packages where I felt like you had a certain deal for a specific amount of time, for me, like I noticed that these streamers seem to go up every couple of months now, not even every year or every 2 years. It's not like you're locked into a contract. It doesn't feel like. They
Yeah,
seem
but
like
with
they can
cable, you
kinda
could also
arbitrarily change that.
Yeah, you could also call and be like, "I'm leaving," and they'd be like, "All right, well, we'll lower your bill for 3
We'll give
years."
you 2 months free, or yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some shit like that.
100%.
So what I ended up doing was when the what's it called? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out on Peacock. I signed up for the free trial. And then when the free trial ended, I was like, you know what? I enjoyed that movie a lot. I'm going to pay for a month. It's actually my sister, but we're going to pay for a month to reward you for bringing me that program. And then in that month, I'll just watch whatever you guys got anyway, and then cancel. And then we've done the same thing with Paramount Plus, they came out with the Knuckles television show. We're a sucker for Sonic content.
No.
So it's like, sign up for the free month. Hey, that show is actually fantastic. So again, we'll keep it for an additional month, pay you people, watch whatever you got, and then cancel it. It's like, why have Netflix for a fucking whole year or Max for a whole year if I'm only waiting for fucking House of the Dragon? It's like, wait for it to finish, pay for a month, watch it, cancel it. It's like, you fucking people are crazy asking for this ad free on top of me already fucking paying for it. It's fucking bananas.
Well, you know what's coming next, and it might already exist in some form. It's like, okay, we'll do a 1-year contract, and now it's a cheaper. Well, they kind of do that. It's like, oh, if you pay in full, you'll get a cheaper rate. I think Disney does that for sure. Yeah, it's all just kind of. Yeah,
but who was the one that had the Halo TV show?
Paramount.
Did I sign up for? It was a 7-day free trial, and. Or maybe it was a month free trial. I don't know. But I used like a Master Chief code to get a free trial. And then they charged me after like 3 days. And I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh yeah, that's our standard how it works. And I'm like, no, I fucking put in the code and I sent them the screenshot of like the ad that I used. And they're like, no, sorry. And so I just had to go through PayPal and get my money back. I was like, here's the fucking proof. Like these fucking dickheads.
NECA behavior right there.
Yeah, for real. Anyways,
what did he say?
Jesus. Apparently this so this 85% for Star Wars The Acolyte on Rotten Tomatoes, but apparently it's getting review bombed at the moment, so I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think it debuts today, I think.
You can't trust the Rotten Tomato score? Are you trying to tell me?
Apparently. Well, I think the original purpose of this on the show sheet was that it was rated highly, but I just saw a post right now on Facebook that said it now has 65% rating, so I don't know. Do what you will with that information.
When does it even come out? June 11th?
I think it's out today.
No,
June 11th is the next episodes. The next
might be.
episode. Yeah, tonight is the first episode.
I was watching a thing on YouTube, and I try really hard to take everything people say on YouTube with a grain of salt, because we've talked about it before on the show where people are like, this thing is fucking woke garbage. And it's like nothing about the thing is woke at all. It's just diverse casting. It's like, that's not the same as being woke. But you know, I like to be informed of like what's happening. And there was some tweets from a guy who was, I guess got early access, to the first 3 episodes. They did like a media viewing thing.
Yeah.
And he said by the 3rd episode, he's like, I think any remaining fans of Star Wars are gone after this.
Oh no.
The only thing I could think of is they shit all over Yoda, because Yoda's the only thing that ties this show with the original trilogy.
They shit on my boy Yodes in this show?
That's what it's alluding to.
Oh boy!
And
wait, someone messaged you this?
It was some tweets that from somebody that was reviewing the show.
Yeah, someone sent me a message about it, and I was like, "Please don't spoil it for me." But
he said by episode 3, he's like, whatever remaining fans that Star Wars has probably gone. But
I wonder what the review bombing is about, though. I haven't seen any. The only thing I've seen some controversy with some LGBTQ representation.
It's about hating, man.
I wonder if,
it's probably Eddie. Multiple fake accounts.
Not as good as Andor.
Nothing.
Too many Latins.
Go back and watch that trailer.
Ain't never seen a brown
show
person
me
in space.
one cool fucking thing that happens from the main character.
Trinity from Matrix, isn't it?
The main character is the Korean.
Who's the main character?
He doesn't do
the Korean
one
the guy from Squid Game.
cool thing in that trailer.
You know what's actually interesting? Interesting? I saw this on Reddit yesterday, and it was saying that I think it was the first one, but Harry Potter doesn't cast a single spell in the first Harry Potter movie. And then also, he never needed to be there at the end anyways, because Voldemort wouldn't have been able to get the stone because of the charm that Dumbledore put on it. So it's like, the whole movie is kind of pointless. It's completely unrelated, but I just thought that was interesting.
Kind of like when Frodo
and it's like
says
Indiana
Legolas's name.
or they never talk to each other. Or like in Indiana Jones, the first one, the plot would have been the same with or without him being there. The whole movie, he has no effect on the plot.
The first Indiana Jones movie, this is the hot take, but the first Indiana Jones movie kind of sucks anyway.
Okay, now you need to stop.
The second one
Get
and
him
the
outta
third
here.
one are extremely better.
Wow.
Temple of Doom
Better
is
than Raiders of
memorable.
the
It's
Lost
not a
Ark?
better movie though.
Yeah,
Raiders is an
Raiders
all-time
is
classic.
Lame.
Wait, which one's the first
Ben
one?
said, yeah, I can't get
Raiders.
behind that. Raiders.
Raiders of the
What,
Raiders
the
of the Lost
Temple
Ark.
of Doom is my least favorite because it's
Temple
all in
of
one
Doom
place.
is way better.
It was all in
I
one
love it,
place.
especially
memorable,
with
but it's not
Danny in
good.
it.
Jesus
Christ. All right, let's wrap this up because it's about that time. Deadline Hollywood, as Deadpool and Wolverine tracks huge ahead of its July 26th release, we can reveal that director Sean Levy is having early conversations to direct another Marvel Studios pick, one that potentially could be the next Avengers movie. And then Culture Crave says the next Avengers movie may feature more than 60 characters returning to the MCU.
Do we even know what the next
Cool,
Avengers
60
movie is?
characters?
Who's even in the Avengers at this point? Do we even?
Yeah, I don't know
That's
who the
what I'm
Avengers
saying.
are.
Team at
It's
this
all
point?
unearned. 60 characters?
what-
Who the fuck are you getting?
That's what the Deadline article was kind of
They're
saying,
getting,
right? It's
they're getting
a
that
lot more of
Mexican
an
dude from
ensemble.
space.
The Mexican dude from space.
Namor?
From Ant-Man.
I mean,
Luis, I think is his name.
60
He's
characters
in space now?
returning, so...
That's what you said. You said he's a spaceman now.
Wong
Oh shit!
needs to be there.
That's a great connection, bro.
So I guess
I was so
everybody-
confused.
That man's had a
everybody
busy
from
life.
Endgame minus Stark
Man?
and Captain America.
Robert
So,
Downey
AKA
Jr.
without the
was-
two best characters?
Well, Robert Downey Jr. was just quoted as saying that he'd be interested in returning.
But
So I
how?
bet you they're bringing back the OGs. I bet you, as
But
probably
didn't
as
they-
variants. Probably as variants. Go ahead.
Didn't they
Eddie.
also say 60 characters
Or the
were going to
hologram.
be in No Way Home? I'm pretty sure there was a thing saying No Way Home was going to have like so many.
Was it Deadline that said it though,
characters
or because
show.
Deadline's a very reputable source?
I
Who
don't-
said it?
I have no idea.
Was it
Also-
on your abuela's
Jesus.
Facebook? Because that's
Also, why is Captain America holding his shield
How
so
dare you.
far out like that?
Because little Rocket Raccoon is there.
You don't need that much space. Look how far out his arm is. That looks
The grown-ass raccoon. You gotta give the raccoon a little space.
grown ass raccoon.
That man's seen some shit. Well, anyways,
I don't know.
that was fun.
All that Avengers news is just. I feel so
Marco said it was
unearned.
big news.
The next movie was 60.
I thought it'd be big
characters. It's
news.
like,
You haven't heard?
I just think it shows
Bro,
that
Eternals
they're
had like
probably
15
pretty
people in the whole movie.
We don't talk about that one. It shows that they're probably hyped off of Deadpool and Wolverine. They think that they've got a hit on their hands, and they hope to continue that success by bringing that director on to direct Avengers. That's how I'm taking it. I want to be positive, but let's see how the next movie turns out.
yeah, anyway. Give a quick shout out to the sweet, beautiful
hate to see it.
Patreons. Captain Fordo, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerino, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Giss, Daminator, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Figs, Billy Badfish, Toy Cartel. Kevin's asleep. Sweet Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krapp,
No
Big
licking
Ol' Frank,
today.
Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick DiGregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ. Oh, he just got up. Erwin Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Alan Morgan, Tukathri Watt, Derek B., Aries Portillo, Alvin J., Sith Scale Collector, Arelis Delgado, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D-Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC, 3PO, Scott Smith, Don Madon, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Big Pips, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Parent, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, Exodus, and Brenton Palmer.
And Abe. Oh, we need to update this. This is a little old. My
You're gonna need some new
apologies.
pillars. Damn.
Nah, there's some pillars that are, or some I have to take off and some we have to add.
Oof.
Let's see the May June Patreon benefits. We have the Tough Nut sticker and the Small Talk CW sticker. We actually already have the first for the July-August. It's a sticker sheet. We may or may not substitute some in or out of order, just depends. But we have a D&D Baldur's Gate 3 sticker sheet, which is pretty cool. And we should have those in hand in a week or so. We have 4 tiers with the $5 digital tier. If you just want to listen, it's the hot seat. We have the $7.50, which is the sticker sent straight to your door, the certified crispy certificate, and the What a Guy Pog Deluxe set on your first pledge for the $25 tier. We also have YouTube channel members: Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Old Sponge Gotham C Device, Justice Sports Cards, LB Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Clitoris, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarnlord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Rust, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. If you want to become a channel member, you can do so at the link there below. You get loyalty badges, chat emojis, and custom member shoutouts for 99 cents if you're a Patreon member, or $2.99 if you are not. We also have a TeePublic if you want to rock some swag. And looking at the network, we have Question of the Week on Sundays, CW Tuesdays, Small Talk, and Movie Night alternating Thursdays. I believe it's Movie Night this week. After Dark tomorrow at 10:30, and Just Another Friday Night on Fridays. And I believe Saturday we're doing Mind Flayer's Web, and I think Friday, if everything goes well, we'll also be airing the Ox PD that we pre-recorded. So very cool.
Nice.
Anyone have any shout outs that they want to give?
Yep, I do.
Nope.
I will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody that gave me birthday wishes over the weekend. By the way, that was amazing. It made me feel very loved. I appreciate all of you guys, and for all the lovely gifts and everything as well. This Sunday on the Ben Thomas Show, Let's Get Nuts, we are having a very, very special guest joining us. You might know her from the She Said No podcast. Gigi, the Judgmental herself, has put up her hand. She is going to be on Let's Get Nuts this Sunday at 3 p.m.
First time hearing
Standard
of it.
Time. Yes, so she's excited. I'm excited. Make sure you're there if you like Gigi, of course. It is going to be a very, very fun show. So excited to have her.
You gonna let that toxicity onto your channel, Ben? That's tough.
I want to get the inside scoop. I want to see what's going on. So tune in.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be in the chat. I think our basketball game is around the same time, so hopefully I can jump in right afterwards.
Our basketball game? You're on the team?
Yeah, I'm on a team. I'll send you a video of me. My jump shots
send me
been
that
wet
video
recently.
too.
Shout out to me.
Shit.
I'm not very good, but yesterday I played. I couldn't miss. The guys were getting mad actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
One guy
Caitlin
went
Clark.
home. Yeah, pretty much. I'm the Latino male Caitlin Clark. I didn't even say that right.
Wow.
But
Hagen Clark.
Anyways.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day for me.
Wow.
Shout out Will Foxification. I was on his channel yesterday with or not yesterday, Friday. Fuck.
You don't sleep, so.
Sunday?
Oh, it was Sunday.
Jesus.
Who's having a worse day, Dean or me? That's rough, Dean.
Because
What
I'm
a
usually
fool. What a
I'm usually
buffoon.
there on Fridays, but I was like, no, it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, it was on Sunday. I joined him and Natalie G, and we interviewed John from Inart. So if you want to check that out, we asked him a bunch of questions, and actually relatively informative. So yeah, check that out. That was fun. That was a good stream. We pulled some questions from these guys, Oxfather and Ben and Money Mendez. Wow. Actually, not Ben. Ben didn't contribute. He was
too busy fucking celebrating his birthday.
Yeah,
I tried. I just got back to you guys too late.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, go check that out. That was fun.
Anyways, I think we've touched them all tonight. Touched them all. Anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Eddie.
We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.